Okay, hello everybody, Vlad here, the community manager of Daviddtech. Today we have, I believe, the fourth edition of this month contest or community project, however you would like to name it, Elite Backtesting. Uh, Today is going to be again a short one, just a reminder to start contributing to the group. Uh, just a short review of submission that happened within this week. And yeah, let's get the party started, I suppose. Firstly, the disclaimer, take care everybody. Everybody is responsible for their own actions. Fake profiles, again, I banned like 10 or 12 people this week, so take care. We are not going to ask you to invest into some company, into some crypto coin, to ask for money directly, not at all, so take care out there. It's a wild west outside of Discord. Firstly, welcome everybody. I see that we are 7 or 8 people. If you have any question, feel free to address it to me whenever you would like. The more the merrier, I suppose. Today's topics. So today we're going to talk about some submissions and a short introduction for the newcomers, because over the weekend I had some people asking like, hey, what is this project about? And so on. So I'm going to talk a little bit over again. I would like to start thanking, to say thanks to a couple people who submitted this week, which are Rabbit, Zoltan, I believe I said it right, excuse me, Gast, Kuba, JS, again sorry, and Gentle Sir, and so on. There are a few more people, but there isn't much space, so yeah. Firstly, it's from Rabbit. I believe this one is called Frax Share against the USDT. I never traded this coin, never knew it actually existed. So yeah, I believe the equity curve looks healthy. The settings will be posted. I suppose the incubation period for this session will end on the 3rd of the next month, just because we started a little bit late. I believe we started on 5th or something like that. So the next one on 26th is not going to be the last one for September. So September pretty much ends on 3rd of October, just for you to know that. So again, we have this nice, really healthy equity curve. The net profit is roughly about 300%. The max drawdown is a lovely under 3%. Congratulations for this finding. The win rate about 75. So yeah, everything pink and fairy, I suppose. The next one.
Is it a question?
Sure.
Is it probably multi-take profit?
To be honest, Marco, I don't remember. I see Rabbit.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Okay,
It's not.
because I thought what
It's
was the
single
win
TP.
rate?
It was around 75, I think.
Wow, that's a big win rate without multi-take profit. Nice.
Yeah, it's a very, very good strategy. I hope it's not an overfit because I'm using El Patron to optimize it. Let's see how it performs. I'm really curious to see the incubation period myself as well.
Yes, what I say, win rate is perfect. I don't know what the risk reward is, but the statistics looks good, really good.
Yes, it does actually. If it performs the way it's performing, it's winning. That's what I know.
Yeah, after the incubation period, definitely we will
Yeah.
check out. And also try to see the algorithm behind to try to optimize our other assets, like other cryptos, maybe some stocks, maybe some forex. I believe within the next week or the 2 weeks, we're going to also get an update to the boilerplate to better support other than crypto pairs. So yeah, definitely stoked. Also, El Patron, I believe, is going to be added as a whole strategy, not like an indicator to get Botify with. So yeah, all things are going to the green side.
That will be great. Do you know when is David planning to launch that?
Not sure. Our schedules are pretty in the wild with the Singapore visit, so there is much of unknown. But I suppose this week is going to be a lot of catching up from the last week. So I guess things will get back to normal with the development as of next week. If William is here, can also give his inputs, but I suppose as of next week we should see like more updates and such.
That will be fine. That will be great as well. Actually, using El Petron in a strategy, it's a very good thing. I
Mm-hmm.
think we can optimize entire market. You're telling about gold, silver, or SPS. Everything can be optimized with El Petron. If it comes in a strategy, it will be a great addition
Mm-hmm.
to the
Definitely.
community.
Rabbit, Rabbit, you
Yeah.
also left out last 6 months while optimizing.
No, actually, I did not on this one because it's manually optimized most of the things.
Okay. More risk to overfitting.
Possibly. I am not sure. I can't comment on this one because it's like an experiment for me also.
No problem. That's good. That's why we learn. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I'm not using too many indicators, extra indicators. I only have one extra
Yeah,
confluence indicator.
I know that you do that indeed. It's good. And when you then have more trades, then you can also improve without the indicators. I don't think it's bad to use indicators. Nobody is perfect while creating strategies, so indicators can help. But yeah, opinions differ.
Let's see how it does. I will definitely get back to it.
Okay, nice.
Great. And the next one, again, big extender. It's on Ethereum against the USDT on 25 minutes. I can confirm this one is single take profit with fixed percentages. So yeah, maybe not looking as great as the previous one, but still I believe there is a huge potential to this one as well. I can confirm with this one that I did check with the backtesting, but I don't remember actually the results. But the equity curve was pretty much the same going up. So yeah, let's see how this thing goes on. If for some reason there are no trades within these 2 weeks that I just said, that this edition of September will end again on 3rd of October. Yeah, just keeping it under incubation for a longer period. The same with the previous one, and I suppose we should get like a clearer opinion on either it's overfitted or not. Okay,
Are these
and
all longs and shorts, or are some what you show only long or only short?
this one, the big extender, is long and short as well. I don't remember. Maybe Rabbit can tell if it's long or short on his one. Because I didn't quite check it.
It's both, but longs are outperforming shorts by a lot of number.
Okay.
Okay.
Huge difference between long and short performance.
There
So
can
it's
be
mostly long. Shorts are very less.
there can a big difference in long and short. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say, Marco, about more longs than shorts, or have you decided on an
No,
opinion or something like that?
no. Till now, I always optimize long and short in one strategy, and not yet in not separate, because I always thought, and that's my mistake, that we can run only one strategy per sub account. But it's a big mistake I had. We can always, with hedge mode, open one long and one short on one sub account. So last week I had a lot of discussions with my friend Philip, and I saw several big differences between the risk reward. Some strategies have 5 risk reward for long and only 1.5 for short. So that's why I now consider to spend more time soon for to separate long and short.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't like sub accounts. So I probably will in coming weeks start over to MetaTrader and connect them with that, so we can run 10, 20, 30 strategies on one pair without problems. And yeah, that's what I prefer, because with sub accounts there's often so much money doing nothing. Well, because some strategies are really good but only have 50 trades in, for example, 1 year. And yeah, that's not what I like. Money is doing nothing, and when I then can use one big account, I think it's much better. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. But yeah, I really, to come back to your question, think more and more to look at only longs or only shorts.
Hmm. Interesting. I remember like 1 year ago or something like that, I did try to make like strategies to optimize on longs and shorts only, not both at the same time. And I did stop at only longs because maybe like a year ago on strategies which I optimized were like 30 minutes and greater, I did
Mhm.
catch just the bull market. So yeah, they pretty much were 99.9% overfitted, I suppose. That's why I believe right now to optimize maybe on a short time frame to not get the previous bull market would
Mhm.
be a great one, a great thing to do, at least an idea. But to get like into that period and do like longs only, you're going to probably get into overfitting because pretty much everything went long, nothing much on the short side.
Yes, we are currently optimizing and leave out strategies for the last 3, 5, 6 months, so we can see how it performed the last month, and then we do not need such a long incubation time to see how it will perform. But while optimizing, you then always see, or well, not always, but often see that it's not showing good for the last month, and therefore I discussed a few times with David for a change in the optimizer, so we can use all the backtest results and use them to check how it performed for the last 6 months. And yeah, that's something we really need, and I hope that David will code that soon, or probably is already busy with it.
How exactly do you see it happening? Like, what exactly change do you wish for?
Let's say, okay, we currently optimize for 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Okay.
Then we have nice performance those years, but then we see often that the performance is really bad in 2023. And therefore I like to take the CSV file with all backtest results, with the thousands of results that were tested. Um, Take, for example, from that list the best 1,000 results based on the net profit, or the net profit with drawdown ratio. Use those only in the CSV file, and then with an option in the optimizer, check all those thousands results for the deep backtest period 2023. And then we see, okay, we do not use the settings that showed the most profit in the first period, but for example, the number 100 for the first period. Do you understand it?
I'm trying to understand. So, like analyzing on two periods separately the same results.
Uh, yes, but the same results that gave, for example, the results that gave the best performance, yeah, based on what you optimize. Not only the best, but the best 1,000 results, or best 500, or best
Oh,
100, because you get
oh,
thousands of results in the CSV files. And
okay.
when you sort that CSV file based on net profit, for example, you can use the best 1,000 net profits, dus the best 1,000 rows, and check those 1,000 results for the second period or maybe a third period. So you can eventually easier also say, okay, start optimizing for the first 20% from a period, then next period, next period, next period. Same like also Kevin Davey is doing, but yeah, you can then whatever period you like.
Okay.
You
I'm trying
understand?
Did you understand?
Sorry?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to figure out how would you integrate that into the like how what would be the operations like what the tool should do like the steps to
Steps
whatever
is
is to click.
you finished the first period optimizing, like all optimizations you do, then you get always the back CSV file with backtest results. You will open that CSV file in Excel or whatever spreadsheet program. I personally will sort that based on net profit, and it's probably a column with net profit divided by max drawdown percentage. There you can get a ratio. You see, okay, what gives a good net profit risk reward or max drawdown ratio. Filter in that CSV field. That takes much time. It's only 5 minutes work. Save the CSV file, and then, like for example, we already do with the up and download options in TradingView. There must come an option load results in the optimizer, so it starts optimizing for the period you set in the optimizer. Check with all those settings how the second period would perform.
Hmm. Yeah, I believe it's somewhat possible. It's going
Yes,
to be
it
like
must be
a
possible because now it's so difficult. Then we have now so much great results for the first period and have thousands of results in the CSV file, but often the second period is bad, and it will cost so much time to check all those settings for the second period. It's almost impossible. It's impossible because you don't have hundreds or thousands settings per strategy, and it will be a time saver. I'm 100,000% sure that this will help all people for optimizing much better settings.
yeah. I mean that's why this live stream is all about. I mean getting suggestions on how we should improve the user experience. I mean the elite backtesters, I suppose, experience. So definitely, if it's possible, that's something David can do. Why not?
Yes, I hope. I discussed often with him, and I'm not sure if he already started it. Um, I have more suggestions, but I don't know if he already is trying to code it or not.
Mhm. Do you have any other suggestion, like other than the optimizer itself with the
I like to see when talking about the optimizer. Um, I would like also a watch list backtester. We currently have that. We can say, okay, well, I want to check the time frame. If I'm right, that's not updated yet, but he thought he updated it. But I like to see the watch list backtester that can test whole watch list, also all time frames we add, because now it's only backtesting one time frame for the whole watch list, but I want to combine them. So it starts, for example, watch list with 15 minutes. That's standard on the chart. Go next to 30 minutes. Go then to 1 hour. Go then to 2 hour. that is doing that automatically.
Would you give
Then you
Marco
can
a comfortable 1% of the strategies that work on a time frame work on others too, or is it more than 1%?
I can't say that. I'm not sure. It will often depend on the settings, but you often find surprises. That some strategies are really bad on 15 minutes, and you find then pairs that will really be good on 5 minute time frame, for example, for a very long time. And else you have very nice base settings to start optimizing some other pairs on another time frame.
Okay, but another
Both.
question.
Yeah.
Uh, which do you think is more probable to happen? A good setting to happen to be good on other time frames, or a bad setting happening to be good on other time frames? Like, which one would you take to test on other time frames, the good ones or the bad ones?
Personally, I only do it with the good ones.
Definitely.
But it's also because it's so time consuming again, because I need to select 15 minutes, open the chart, filter, next go to another time frame, let it check, open it again. So it's also a time consuming process. And when you can do that also for all time frames, you have only one CSV file. You can set in the deep testing period a bigger period. So it's much easier to do and saves so much time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easy because we can already do what is backtest for all pairs. We can do already the time frames. And so personally, as noob with coding, I think that must really be easy to combine. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
I believe I sent David like a code for a strategy, and as far I mean, like we tested it for a day or something like that. We optimized all with our computers for a day. We found some potentially good settings on Ethereum, and it was just 10 minutes only. I have no idea. I think he found that it works only on 10 minutes. I have no idea why he chose 10 minutes. Maybe it was there by default for some reason and he just clicked on it and it worked. Uh, so it's like a 2 weeks or 1 week of incubation as well. Uh, that's something to think about. So it's a custom time frame. That would mean free users of subscription over TradingView cannot use that particular setup. So yeah, we also need to think for a way to integrate those time frames optimizations to be available for everybody, which is a free user. I'm not sure if we can do like all time frames available on top of your chart, or it must be some type of default. I believe there's going to be a little challenges to this one, but definitely possible.
I'm not sure. Do free users have alerts?
They do have one, but they don't have webhooks. So it's pretty much like a notification of an email or phone or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's great if you want to do like some manual testing just to see how the strategy works.
Yes, I totally agree.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, as I said, with a bigger with the big extender, I have another submission, the 25-minute Ethereum against the USDT. And that's pretty much about it. Again, there were a few more, but I didn't have quite the time to have everything put together in the presentation. I would like to thank again for the users who submitted their work. Definitely need some time to get through them and check at the end of the month if they're profitable and put them on the Notion board for everybody to for everybody in the group to get them and try and further optimize, and of course share back with the group if possible. If you guys would like to participate in our elite backtesters group, feel free to apply. At this month currently we're accepting pretty much every setup available. If you have optimized like a few months or a few weeks ago and you have a great one or a potentially great one, feel free to submit to me, and there you go. That's your homework, I suppose. Again, for the elite backtesters, there's going to be a Notion board with all the settings from the users submitted. The goal pretty much of the group is, for example, to have one script optimized on 5 time frames by 100 people, and with 278 hours of work, there you go, 100 million possible great setups. And again, there's going to be a prize pool of $1,000 for the best, let's say, but best is going to be decided by the group and David himself. Now the open discussions, as I said at the beginning, if you guys have, like Marco had some suggestions, some ideas on how to improve the elite backtesters experience or the Daviddtech member experience, however would you like to take it, feel free to discuss now. Me and William are here and have our pens and textbook to get possible feedback and ideas for the community. If you have any.
Yes, I have, but I already suggested that in the past to David. I'm not sure if he is fixing it, improving it, or organizing it again.
The incubator?
Also, but also the optimize the results channel.
Okay.
All those CSV files are still not working. I tested yesterday about 10 or 20 CSV files, but most were not showing what the results show in the channel.
Okay.
So there's probably still an issue. I suggest in another AMA to split the optimizer results channel in Daviddtech strategies and other strategies.
I believe David accepted that one to happen.
Yes, he was really happy to do that, he said, but I don't know if there are other priorities, but it will help a lot of people from the elite backtesters, and that part is fixed and working, so we can have better base settings to start working with. But yeah, then it must work. And now also bad results are uploaded. So also a lot of negative results, settings with negative sharp ratios. It's not useful to upload them. And that's also what I suggested. And yeah, I think he will do that, but I'm not sure. So that makes it much easier to search through all those results, because now so much stuff is uploaded while we don't need it, and that's useless. So we can better upload only the good settings, and yeah, that will save also time to search through.
Yeah, I noted these ones. The CSV file is not working. I'm going to check as well after the AMA. And also
I don't know what the reason is. What I don't know if there's still what the issue is, but yeah, what I said, I tested 10 or 20 CSV files yesterday. There was no issue uploading, so that is improved. But don't get the results that the channel is showing. And also in the optimized results channel, we see max drawdown, but we don't see what the max drawdown percentage is. We don't see what the net profit in percentage is, if I'm right. So it's now difficult to know is it a good strategy or bad strategy when looking to the max drawdown figures. And what maybe also a good idea is, but I don't know if that's possible, to show how many weeks or days were tested with the results it's showing.
Many weeks of, like, for example, the backtester when it asks you for the period to choose from?
When you test, for example, the 15-minute time frame,
Okay.
you then know, okay, it's about 7 or 8 months, if I'm right. But some people use optimizer with a deep backtest period, and when they do that for 3 years, for example, uh, then you have a bigger chance that the results are good when you see such a long time.
I believe you can see that in the CSV file if you browse down in the fields where the user chooses from where till when.
I'm not sure, but you then need to download all the CSV files, and that's also
To
will
check the
too
setting,
much
yeah.
time. Yes,
Mm.
and what I like also, because Discord is very bad to search through, scrape all the results, add them to an Excel sheet, like David had in the past. But at that time it was only possible for him to see, if I'm right. So we can filter settings based on Sharp ratio, net profit, and when then there's a link to the CSV file, for example, in the Discord, then we don't have the problem to search through the whole Discord to find those settings. Do you understand it?
I'm just
David
trying
can.
to figure out like how big the Excel file will get and how hard it's going to load if we're going to do that at the moment. But
Yes,
if we're
I
going
understand.
to add like some filter for negative results, some
Yes,
filter
filter
for a
like
sharp ratio
ratio.
or something like that.
Yes, and only Daviddtech, then it will not so big as before.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's more easy to use filters. Then we see the link to the CSV file in the Discord channel, for example, and that's much easier. And we don't have a problem to search through the Discord. He can easily code something to scrape. I'm 1000% sure that he can do that.
Yeah, I wrote it down, and I believe, not sure if David is going to make it on this Thursday, but if he does, I'm going to also send him this list to review again on the next
Thanks.
AMA.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Marco.
And another addition that will be good for the strategy in the boilerplate is to have El Petron as a force closed option. So we can use to exit, force close our trades on any strategy using El Petron,
Okay, wrote it.
if that is possible. Yeah.
Plus filters page. Okay. Like on training options. Yeah. Okay, so I see there's a bunch of ones in the chat as well. Let me get. I have an issue where no trades are showing when I load strategies. Did you check the box to hide the welcome message? And what exactly were the steps that you made to get into no results? So for me to better understand, to better aid you, because there are quite a few reasons that could be the reason. Let me reply to you quick. Please explain it more. Okay. I agree in here. Find difficult to shift through all the info in this group. If the info can be organized better, we will help out. Something like a chart with results so many people have tested and the best results is when the results. Well, that's pretty much the reason why this group started. The idea of this elite backtesters group started. But as Marco suggested, the settings to be the Daviddtech strategy settings from the optimizer to have some filters like all the negative results to be on in the to be not added, and some like sharp ratio or maybe like some win rate or whatever filters, and include all the settings in one document. That's something we can maybe do as well, but again, this has to happen right after we were to implement those filters. So I suppose it's going to be 1 or 2 weeks of work, depending on David's ideas. Maybe he has a better input because he's the guy who's going to code it. So in case there is a better approach, it's best for him, let him speak about it. So yeah, if there are any other questions, feel free to jump in the conversation or write them in the chat because I see both of them. When I create a start condition, there are no trays no matter what I select. There could be a couple reasons to that as well. So, for example, if you're trying to, I think he mentioned he disabled the welcome message. In case you didn't, please disable the welcome message. But it also depends on what strategy are you using. So, for example, if you're using a strategy and some settings that have been optimized on Bitcoin, and you're trying to replicate those results on gold, you're not going to have a really good time. I'm telling you that. Because again, price action is different, entry price is different, exit price is different, all the math behind the indicators are different. So you can end up in having no trades. The best thing you can do is to go, for example, in the premium backtesters channel and grab some results from that channel to see if maybe there is a different error. Maybe, I don't know, for some reason you have not disabled the welcome channel or some other reason, but in the premium channel you have the setup, you have maybe the instrument and the time frame, so you can basically have a start like, hey, it's working, let's now try to optimize from different pair, or maybe you are into not trading crypto and such, because pretty much 90%, as far as I can see, our users are trying to trade on crypto. So yeah, maybe try and see if crypto works. It is for crypto. Maybe you can also, if you don't have the optimizer add-on, please get it and download the results. If you don't know how to do it, please let me know. I'll happily guide you. It is more Botify. That is not working. Okay, so with Botify, I'm not the best guy to explain it, but I know that Botify does not work with all indicators depending on how they are coded. I don't remember if Botify only works with lines. So for example, if the indicator is a line that you're trying to optimize, or a dot or something like that, a shape, if it's something different, it doesn't work. But again, I'm not the expert in Botify. I cannot talk really much about it. But I know that just 90% of the indicators or something like that are working with Botify, not all of them. Again, it depends on how the indicator is coded. I sign up for Patreon but don't have access to the indicators. I'm going to forward you the get scripts here. Here you have a complete tutorial on how to unlock the scripts. Basically, all you need to do is go to Daviddtech, our website, apply a lost password, and you're going to get an invitation via the email. And from now on, you have on the, when you are going to log in, you have on the left side everything that you need on the page. Follow someone later. Yeah, feel free to send to me your setups or some screenshots, and I'll happily try to guide you. Again, I'm not the expert with Spotify, but I'll happily take a look and try to see what's not working for you. No problem. Are there any other questions that you guys have? So go on Daviddtech. Let me write it to you. Here is our website. Double D at the end. Apply for a lost password and use the email that you used on Patreon. And in a couple minutes, you should receive an email of a lost password, and then you can set up a new password for the Daviddtech portal. If for some reason you don't receive the email, look for the spam folder as well. If you don't get anything in like a half an hour, you can message me in private and see what's up. Maybe your email provider has blocked Circle or something like that. Everything is fixable anyway. You're welcome. My favorite strategies. So my favorite strategies at the moment are the ones I talked about. Big extender, the dead zone, vector candles. The wolf and bear has been a favorite to David, but for me as well. But for some reason I didn't have time to optimize it, and I think it also broke. I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed trading that one. I have no idea why I stopped trading. Mm, Maybe the volume of work, I suppose. What else do I like? I believe there is a huge potential to the FVMA that everybody talks about. I didn't have time to optimize it on my own, but definitely worth taking a shot. Uh, that's everything for crypto. I'm a crypto trader. I don't trade anything else. Uh, if you want an advice for me for other than crypto, I've seen that people are getting good results with Trend Who or something like that. Trend HOO, something like that. So that's a starting point as well for you. And also, I know that vector candles work for other markets as well. So you can take those two if you're other than crypto trader. Have you used BBYP and Williams alligator? I know of Williams alligator and the whole concept and the indicators behind it, but I actually never traded. I know that it uses fractals, if I'm right, and fractals do repaint, if I'm correct. I cannot remember honestly. So there is some reason to be concerned when you're trying to do a strategy based on how would you call it, repainting indicators. So yeah, take care with that one. Trade with bots or manually. For me, myself, I do prefer bots. I believe they are the end game. And yes, I do have a couple setups that William helped me set up. So yeah. I had my journey with manual trading like 3 years ago, like for a year, and recently, like 1 year until 6 months ago, then pretty much preferred go with bot trading because there was a nightmare getting the notification to jump in a trade. I'm not the guy that follows the charts all day long, so manually trading like smart money concepts or something like that is a no-go for me myself. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. 3V Premium is mandatory for proper backtesting, right? Um, if you want to be a proper backtester, yes, because if you're going to be a free user you're going to receive only a quarter of the available if you're going to receive just a quarter of the backtesting data available. So for example, if you're optimizing on 5 minutes, I believe you're getting like 2 months of data or something like that, which is not sufficient, not at all. If you have premium, you're going to receive like what, 2 times 4, that means 8 months of data. And if there is more to that, you also have the deep backtester function, which pretty much gets you the data all the way till the starting point. And if for some reason the pair has been newly added to your exchange, you can jump on a different exchange. For example, I believe that Bitfinex is an old one, so you can get like Bitcoin results till, I don't know, 2012 or something like that. Crazy, like to get 10 years of data, right? Any other questions? Hope I'm not taking off the time here, Lord, but what's your favorite bot as well? At the beginning of Daviddtech, we pretty much everybody was in either Alertatron or Wonderbit, I believe it was called. But Wonderbit, it was very simple, but had so many errors, so many flaws. The trades were not correct at all. The exits were wrong. The entries were wrong. So we pretty much ditched it, and from that time, pretty much started the whole idea of the Daviddtech bot, which turned into Trigger.trade, which William manages it now. I believe if you have some questions about Trigger.trade, I believe tomorrow at probably the same time, William has a show as well, from where you can learn how to set up a Daviddtech strategy on the simple bot, on the normal bot, or different that Daviddtech strategies. You can also ask for aid on that as well. You can ask for Bybit. We also have beta testers turned on for exchanges like, I believe, BitGet, OKX, Binance, and a couple more. So yeah, it has to be the Trigger.trade. That's my favorite. I believe it's on the house. It works. It's reliable. The newest updates made it to be very, very accurate, sharp, accurate. So yeah, why not? It's free as well. Do these bots work with Mexi? Yeah, Mexi was a beta one as well. Feel free to apply. Let me get you the beta application form. Beta trigger. There you go. This one. So, are there any other questions that I can answer? A lot of people are writing.
Vlad, how many settings did you receive?
So
Of
far,
all,
I believe close to 20.
okay. Also 20 people?
No, actually, about 25 from roughly 10 people.
Okay, because
So
there
usually it's
are now almost 100.
1 to 3 submission for each user.
Okay, because there's, if I'm right, 170 people as beta tester, elite optimizer.
Can you repeat the question again?
There are, if I'm right, 170 people in this channel.
Yes, that's correct. I believe that people are going to contribute there. I mean, it's. I did refuse also like 10 of them because I put them on my account, which is premium, and showed they were overfitted. But again, it's contribution to the group. So yeah, respect to that. So I believe in total it's about 40, let's say maximum to 40. But again, I refused like 10 of them. So good ones, I believe they are about 30.
Okay, so almost more than 100 people still have to send in CSV files.
Correct. Which is the best videos to learn the optimizer? I believe on the Daviddtech there is an optimizer category which has videos on how to. If you have any question, feel free to write it in the general chat. People have used optimizer. Here we have Marco, for example, uses it for like what, Marco, 1 year, 2 years.
Yes, 2 years probably, and suggested a lot to David to code.
Mhm. Yeah, it's been a wild ride with the optimizer as well. All the trading view beef that had with the extension, but with the lag between the steps, that 0 dot something seconds delay, for me I had no reason to be no problems at all, to be honest. So for example here, when I'm optimizing with 20 tabs, I generally want to go for a 0.3 millisecond second, sorry. And just to be safe, for some reason I prefer to increase that with 20%, so it's like 0.3. So I can safely say for me it has done no harm for me to have like 20 tabs or even more if your computer supports. So can you get the same settings as Daviddtech indicators in CSV? Uh, to get the settings in a CSV file, you must have the add-on. And when you're going into TradingView, you open up the script, and down at the bottom you have two new buttons, one for download and one for upload. If you ask me how, and I believe David started to upload the settings that you see over the YouTube on the Daviddtech platform. We are going to add some new ones as of the end of this session of the Elite Backtesters, which I believe I said is going to be on 3rd of October. Yes, correct. Not the next Tuesday, but the next two ones. So, yeah. If I didn't quite cover your question, let me know like a more precise question if there is any. Or if anybody else has any question. Well, I suppose if nobody else has any other question, I'm looking forward to get to know more people in the Elite Backtesters group, talk and optimize together Daviddtech strategies. I'm going to repeat again, in this session, we accept any strategy, any coin, any time frame, any instrument, stocks, whatever you guys want to contribute with. As of the next month, we're going to start to maybe segment out the work. So we're going to put in the works the Fibonacci bot, which when you're going to apply for the Elite Backtester, you are going to get a question, what's your strategy that you're going to optimize this month, and maybe a time frame, maybe some coin together to have things a little bit more organized. So yeah, and another quick update, I pretty much downloaded about all of the settings that looked, let's say, profitable from the premium backtesters. Now I believe in the next 2 weeks I should be able to load all of them and see if there is like any great one, which I did find like 4 so far that have continued to still be profitable for like, I don't know, there were like, I believe 2 on 15 minutes and 1 on an hour and 1.5 an hour or something like that, which have been profitable for like, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. definitely stoked on those one as well. Another question. What did you say the presentation is tomorrow? Tomorrow is William's presentation. He will get through with trigger.trade. If you guys have any question with trading bots, that's the best period to be online on Discord and address the questions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming today and the questions that and the input that you have provided. We will have a next session next week, same day, maybe not the same time. We're going to maybe have a few changes to the times to better cover everybody. Maybe you're going to do two, like to cover both Europe and maybe United States or Asia or whatever the most requested times are. That's it. I've been Vlad. Thank you very much for the attendance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.